Hello, brother and sister in Jesus Christ.
Hello.
First of all, we would like at the beginning to say thanks to Jesus Christ, Mother Mary, and Saint Joseph and the Holy Spirit for this great opportunity to share with all of you our life journey, our life experience, which started now almost 12 years since we went from the capital city, Zagreb.
In Croatia.
Yes.
Europe.
And we moved back to our born city, where we grew up, where we bought a little piece of land, and where we are establishing a place for accepting other families, Christian families, to support them and free of charge to stay here in the situation when they are coping with the challenges of this modern society, how to cope, how to be father and mother, and children to have example of our children.
But giving authority to Jesus Christ.
First of all.
In all area of life.
Yes. And because it is 12 years, and in these 12 years many things has happened. And since Corona, we decided to take also our children homeschooling.
And that's also one of the reasons why we go on internet and YouTube. Why not to stay only in Croatia?
Yes, it is one of, you're right, the reasons, because country in 3 million people where homeschooling has not precisely described from the law.
It's not forbidden, but it's not approved. So
yes.
In the middle.
Yes, and living in this society from post-communist country where everything must be confirmed, then people are taking a step backwards in everything what is happening around them. So not only government, but also what us left a very huge impact is influence and way of acting of our family, neighbors and relatives, and also the church. So everything is left on the one step backwards, and in this comfort area around us, thanks to God, we are forced, on one way to approach and to share with all of you this our experience, to connect with other families, which we are more than welcome
to invite
to come here and to share our experience,
to stay free of charge.
Yes, and to share also our experience, because our mission is to serve other families in the place which we called by testimony of Joseph from Arimathea, which took a bold step and approached Pilate and asked for Jesus Christ's body. Today, in society which we live, is comfort zone is very strong, and society is giving to parents small peanuts, small things to be happy, let's say, and to be quiet. And we are not called for that. We are called to
step out.
To step out.
No, not to fit out.
Yes, and to provoke, but in the love. And to be salt, and that small amount, because we are aware that this world in which we are living, it's so comfort, and to the history when we are looking, it's so much influenced by technology, especially, and comfort zone is very strong, and to think that we are going to do everything on the earth to be changed, it's utopia. We are in the colonial land, and we are just passing through this life to be prepared for the heaven, to Jesus Christ home. So
you want to say this is not our home?
Yes, this is not our home.
We are just strangers.
Yes, we are just going through this land and preparing as much as possible to be saints until end of our lives to enter His kingdom. So, but on this journey, it's very important that we have community.
Yes.
And this we realized when we...
Through these 12 years.
Yes, we realized that now when our children are getting into teenagers, because we haven't have mentors, so somebody say to us, we have been just warned from the people who tried it and cut their wings, and when they saw it after hammering of their lives, then they just said, you will see it, but they didn't know how to cope with it. They didn't know how to help us to avoid these obstacles and how to find these communities. And now when we came to this stage, we want to say hello to all other Christian families and all people who are on that road to have families, to connect to each others, and to, as a wolves, to be together and to be protected. Otherwise, this world has achieved that we be all stranded, and on that way they can act.
Maybe one or two sentences about our history, our background.
Yes,
capital city, or
we lived in capital city. I had my private,
very successful private
company. And because of this experience working with police, fire brigades, military, industry, airports, I had opportunity to meet people who are dealing with human lives, who have responsibilities, while Antonia was with our children.
And I was first I was working, I have been working in a state administration, and I also left that job.
Yes.
When you decided to go to our born city.
Yes, it's for Antonia. It
was not easy for me.
Yeah,
I needed years and years to accept that.
Yes, it's another story.
Yes, for one other video.
Yes, Antonia is going to speak mostly in that video to explain that part of life story, and it's all combination of all this experience which we went through all that. And working this kind of job, I had the opportunity and privilege to speak with all these responsible people onto which most of people rely and have a belief in them, And when you go deep inside, then you have the picture behind the screen, and you see how things are going, And also my sister, she has 13 children. And all this experience brought me to this privilege and mercy from Jesus Christ, that He gave me one picture which mostly people don't have this opportunity, which is called experience. And we can speak, but like Moses, when he brought 10 laws, if he didn't have that experience, he wouldn't be able to help and to explain others the real power of Jesus Christ. So this is a huge experience, and it came to the point through our praying that it is very frustrated to keep it all our experience in this box of 3 million people, and which we cannot block in the limits. They have their own path, they have own speed. And we are open as the Holy Spirit is blowing in the direction which we cannot predict, and the power which we cannot predict.
Yes.
So they are all able to go today much stronger than we, and we are open really for all this communication with all other families in Croatia. But nevertheless, we speak with them daily, and we share our experience. But beside that, we have feeling that we need more to extend our community, to have at least one more family here to live, and also people who are willing to support our work on the way to come here, to stay weekend, to stay 1 week or 2 weeks.
Longer, yes.
Yes, and to work together with us and share experience with us. Because there are so many subjects which are not speaking in the society and in public news, especially when we are talking about families, Christian families, and how to combine in the nature.
Yes, and giving authority to Jesus Christ.
Yes, especially in that, when it's Jesus Christ, everything in all subjects, and
because we left everything,
yes,
moved to nature, and raised children together, 24 hours a day together.
Yes, so then you can imagine when you have one mobile phone together, yes. And Antonia finished university, she has a good also job, and left everything to serve others. So it's crazy love. It's crazy
move for this world,
yes.
But not for
yes.
not for Jesus Christ.
And this is the reason why we are approaching and now sending this message to all people all around the world. That I have done also huge investigation for the last 5 years. I challenged so many priests, so many charismatic groups and people, how to connect.
In the world also, not only in Croatia.
Yes, in the world too. How to connect deeply our experience in the family, into community, but in the nature. And this is what I realized, that simplicity is always the key, because this technology gave to people comfort side. And I always say that we are ultra technological high, but at the same time we are
ultra modern, but also ultra old fashioned.
Old fashioned. So this balance is very important, so that we can, if we have, and when we have, thanks to God in advance, when we have the brothers and sisters which have another experience, then we can grow up, and then we can move backwards, and through the sharing our experience, because we are not owners of the truth. This is our experience. So when we share experience, we grow up each other's. But if we close, then you cannot grow. Even the mobile phone, if you don't charge, it's going to turn off. But if you charge all time, it's not good. You have to discharge. You have to use it
to be in balance.
Yes. So therefore, this our life story, which we are going to start now to share with you, hope is going to help you on your path, on your road, on your crossroad. 1%, maybe we are going to be very happy to hear from you, your experience, and to share it. And yes, it's so many subjects which we are going to share. Yes, and also maybe to mention what kind of society, what kind of association, community we want to establish. Yes.
To share everything, what we have.
Do you want to?
Yes, like first Christian lived. That was when we read that in the Bible, and we read that somewhere around Christmas time, when the priests go and bless all the families. I don't know,
houses.
Houses, but families first of all,
yes.
And the place where we live. That part from the Bible is reading, and then always attacked me how everything what they have, they share each other. They took everything, sold out, and give everyone what is needed. So that kind of brothers and sisterhood we want to establish, to be able to share everything, and good and bad, and that is what we need.
Yes, because today's society,
not only someone, sorry for interrupting you, not only someone who is giving you the money and say some prayer and that's it.
How Holy Mother Teresa said, if you want to somebody help, give the money. If you want to really help, then you give him your time.
Your time, yes.
And if you want to help somebody to be brave, it's actually making the values. So which means that by sharing our experiences, we are helping each others to be braver and to make the values. And the reason why it has been blocked is because we are living in the comfort life, like that rich man who was chasing the Jesus Christ and who asked him, what else I can do, to provide and to be in your heaven. And then he said, give your possession,
yes,
and go and
come to follow me.
Follow me, yes. So he went sad. So very often, mostly from my investigation, people had a bad experience about a lots of talking and not evidence. And then they get disappointed and they stuck.
Or give up.
Or give up and they stuck like the chicken and eat, despite the facts that they are eagles. They are born to be eagles. They're born to be original.
Yes.
But thanks to this experience, they stay like a chickens. So our Jesus Christ, King on the kings above all, he made us all originals. So there is no discussion there. Just a question of road, how we are going to approach this small salt, to grow up together. Because this society is giving the comfort side, and most of people just keeping that what they have, that little flower, which they earned. But God wants to give us so many flowers, and He's giving us. So as this message to you too, this is the bless. This is the bless. I mean, if you imagine that we had this kind of opportunity, that somebody speak to us 12 years ago, when we was at the beginning or the middle. And I mean, what we have suffered, everything from the homeschooling and also all many walls around us, which you don't have discussion, And without discussion, without arguments, without working together, there is no growing. It's a frustration.
Yes, because we are so abandoned.
Yes, and on one way.
From parents, from relatives, from society. So,
Yes.
but one never abandoned us.
Yes,
He is our ground.
It is most important, and therefore He giving us strength to go through each day together. And with our children, they are also going to speak and
but
share
we are not
their experience.
perfect. We also should say also bad things. So we are not perfect. Not expect to hear some Hollywood story. Jesus never acted in Hollywood movies.
Hollywood movie has been recorded 1 year for 1 hour and a half.
Yeah.
So this is the reason why church and charismatic, they are losing the people, because you cannot just give the curtains. You have to give backwards what is happening, everything in the family. So we are not avoiding
the blood,
that.
the sweating, everything. Yes, the reality, not only now how we look. And we should record also when we work. Actually, we didn't mention that we have a web page.
Yes, we have
important.
Our web page. We are going to add at the end of this or during this video, we are going to add our web page where you are going to be able to see more testimonies about people and families which has already been here, visited us, and experience other people and what we are doing. So we are doing several small houses for people to can stay.
But our family will live in 22 square meters.
Yes, we live in 20.
By purpose.
21 purpose.
Yes.
21 meters square, because it's a land huge, and most of time we are out. And over the winter we have time for reading and exploring. But also this is now a situation where all our investment, what we possess in life, we invested here. And we also need your support to be able to share this, because most frustrated for the families is knowledge. They need
example.
They need example too. beside knowledge. So it's so much frustrated, and this is the reason why people are disappointed. And we know this from the people which are coming here, because they hear so many stories, and we live in our born city. So you can imagine that we are living on one way. I'm kidding, you know, and I say we are living illegally in our city on the way, like Jesus from Nazareth, or Saint Gabriel from Georgia, yes, from Georgia, yes. 20 years, his parents was not allowed to speak with him,
to approach him. Yes.
You know, so when we hear all this story, so we cannot be nothing surprised, because we live in post-communist country where all these children from this political people from the former countries governments are still leading this our country, and we have to pray for them, but also we have to challenge them doing the small things with a huge amount of love. And all these obstacles people are struggling to get out of the box, despite the fact that they have too much. So when we take billionaires who are giving the gods to Jesus Christ, and they making the post, they are not eating 30 days. So we are asking ourselves why they don't eat. They don't eat, you know. So it's not about the food which we put in the mouth. Most before of it is the spiritual food, and this is the number one. And then is coming our body. But one very important subject is that we came to live into the nature. When we came to live from Zagreb, I used to work at a notebook.
Yes.
And it took me, you remember, 1 year with the pain in the muscle.
Muscle fiber, yes.
Yes, because I needed time to get used to it. And what I realized that people, how ages are going through, after 50 years, people are not anymore able to work any physical work, you know. And this is their goal, you know. And all fitness, through all fitness in the cities, all injuries are coming, because there is no rhythm of the life in the nature and all work which we have to do, you know, working in the gardens with the animals and all around the house and etc. Work which you have to do and very often must.
Yes, and we live on 2.5 hectares.
Yes, we live in 2.5 hectares, and there we are also working our garden. We are working greenhouse, Walipini, lake, and also solar panel system, and also stable for the goats. At the moment we have 3 of them. So there are so many things which we are working and doing. And now children, when they are growing up as teenagers, we realize that we need a village.
Yes, you know? They need example.
Yes, they need example, because while they have been smaller, they have been with us. And as you know, why children are small, their whole world are parents. And now when they are bigger, they need society and village to be accepted. So therefore, we are open to accept the families who are willing to stay here even longer. And there is a space and place to build a house, and on also place which we already started.
But we are also open to possibility to sell everything and to go somewhere else. So it's not obstacle.
Yes, very often when you are looking at us now, you have some opinion about us, the same like we about you. And very often people are on that way are making the communication and relationship all general. But it's very essential that people be visited and stay a certain amount, like in the monasteries.
Yes.
And everything, like and even for the marriage. There is a certain period of time which need that we see you and you to see our life, to see is this for you, without any obligation, so that you can decide, are you interested to stay here and live this kind of life in the nature. And also that we can also decide the same, is this family for us? And also what Antonia said, that we are willing to give free of charge a place to be built, the house, but the people who are willing to share everything, as Antonia said, not to have two accounts, etc. And therefore we published association last week, and where all the budget which is coming is going to be used for work to serve all other families which are going to come. And this is this crazy love. And so many other advices we received, but thanks to them. But I rely on Jesus Christ, and Jesus Christ gave me this responsibility,
yes.
and also a great privilege to lead our family. And we decided to be original, so we don't want to charge people for staying, and because there are so many people in problems, there are so many people on crossroad, and how we are going to be able to, beside everything, to charge them, and while there are so many other people who are able to support, and these are all peanuts. We cannot cope with 5-10 families. Yes, over the summer they can come. Yes, and we're also working on the project for the swimming pool for the winter for the children, which is at the moment we just done a frame where it is going to be, but there is so many things to be done, and we are alone, And this society but society to make a move, to do something, must at the same time accept the truth that is the good side. But ego, it's very strong. If they prove that something is good, they also must prove that they who are the priest of charismatic or all the father or all the mother, they must also admit that they misused the opportunity to do that what we are doing, or they are responsible. They are really responsible at front of God to do that, And there is necessary to have a huge amount humbling to accept us and to help us.
Because we are not social problems. We are not social problems in the way that we are hungry or in some catastrophe. Then people get around and go to help or ill, and then they go when someone is miserable. They want to help others. But we are in the joy, and to help others who are in the joy to be better. For that, there is needed a huge humbling.
Yes, and huge wisdom.
Yeah.
And a huge wisdom so that they can see that future cannot be predicted. Like now, war in Iran, and most of rich people from the Abu Dhabi was not able to predict that, and over the night they have a nightmare. So like in Corona, to don't measure. So there are so many evidence that things cannot be predicted. So we are called to work today, not wait certain situation to be happened. And this is our responsibility, first of all, in our family. So we are not waiting that situation to happen. We are living this day as beautiful it is. Is it raining or not? And taking our cross in our family. And want to share with others, so that we all together can grow.
Yes, because this is not job for us.
Yes, this is our call.
This is our call.
This is our call, and this is the.
And we want to serve.
This is difference,
yes.
And this is our force in Jesus Christ, and we rely on Him. So, yes.
Maybe for first time it's enough.
Yes, for
I don't
first
know.
time.
You decide.
Yes, and we are going to continue. To share other experiences, and we are calling you to contact us and through our webpage and be in contact. And
If you have some questions or commenters, or
and how they say, click subscribe,
Yes.
for the new videos. And God bless you all. God bless you all. And
that's it.
that's it.
God bless you.